Okay, this song was written in 1914 during World War One. Title of the song is Sister Susie Sewing Shirts for Soldiers. They changed some of the lyrics and changed some of it throughout history because the original intent of the song from the person that wrote it was each verse was supposed to speed up progressively as it went, but as it turned out, there were some problems with that with soldiers during World War I. As they got a little intoxicated, they had a hard time singing it. So the second iteration of the song went back to the original format, and that was to just kind of keep it all plain and simple. But the gist of the song was a lady named Susie who was sewing shirts for soldiers, rubber baby buggy bumpers. Anyway, so she's sewing shirts for soldiers who were fighting abroad during World War One. And some of the soldiers write back, apparently the shirts were a little too short and they'd rather sleep in thistles. Interesting little piece of history, but I'd also like to point out that this particular song also, while it's fun, it's enjoyable to listen to, it takes you back to 1914, but you also need to remember that what the country did back then as a war effort involved the entire country. World War I, World War II, unlike today, where we get along with our everyday life, we go to work, we drive our cars, we go have a Starbucks, if you like Starbucks, but, you know, nothing seems to change for us out here. But back then, World War I, World War II, when this country went to war, we were unified, and we as a country fought a war. And that's shown in this song, because someone sitting at home would pitch in the way that they could to provide for the war effort. Things that we know about, like ration stamps for gasoline and bread and wheat and basic staples, shellac, all these things were all needed for the war effort. And so everybody had a talent, everybody had something to give, and everybody gave. Things that, quite frankly, we know nothing of today. So I'm going to play the song and enjoy it. It's kind of a cute one.
Now I'd like to have everyone join in a chorus with me. It isn't as hard as it sounds. Not nearly as difficult as Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, or she sells seashells by the seashore. But you must be sober before you try it. Now all together, everybody. Sister Susie going. Stop! Stop! No, nothing like it. Why, I heard someone say Sister Susie. Now that won't do at all. I think you all better go back to sleep and I'll try it again myself. Mr. Susie sewing shirts for soldiers. Such feel that sewing shirts are shy young Mr. Susie shows. Some soldiers send in pistols, they soon asleep in pistols, and the Susie sew short shirts for soldiers, Mr. Susie sews.
There's a cute little ditty. That's a fun one. I enjoy listening to that one just because it's kind of upbeat, and you know, during World War I, or any war for that fact, it's good to have a moment of with a smile on your face, because you know, war's no fun. As a veteran, I can tell you that personally. So I think as a country, you know, we need to remember things like this, and we should also make it a point every day to remember those men and women that have fought and are out there fighting today. They're out there doing their job, doing the things that many of us today don't want to do, you know, and it takes a lot of sacrifices to do the things that have to be done for our country. So remember our soldiers. Thank you. God bless.